25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
When a superstar fighter announces his retirement, you'd expect the spotlight to stay on that moment. But for Gervonta Davis, things quickly took a different turn after his former mentor and now longtime rival Floyd Mayweather Jr. fired back publicly. What was meant to promote Tank's upcoming showdown with Lamont Roach Jr. suddenly turned into a heated exchange filled with tension and personal shots. Floyd didn't hold back with his comments, and Tank clearly wasn't willing to stay quiet about it. The situation escalated fast, turning an ordinary boxing event into something much bigger. This wasn't only about a fight anymore. It became personal. The original focus of the press event was Tank Davis preparing to defend his position against Lamont Roach in their scheduled March 1st, 2025 matchup. But before the conversation could stay on the fight itself, Tank grabbed everyone's attention with a major revelation. According to Davis, 2025 will mark his final year in the sport. That's right. One of boxing's biggest attractions, says he plans to walk away from the ring soon and bring his career to a close.
Shocking announcement today. Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis says he plans to retire at the end of next year. You heard that right. Tank made the announcement during a news conference today, promoting his next fight, which is scheduled at the Barclays Center in New York in March. According to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, Tank told Inside Boxing Live he feels he needs to step away from the sport for the good of his family and his mental health. The 30-year-old from West Baltimore, undefeated as a professional. Had a chance to speak to his coaches. They said it might still be a little too early to make that decision.
Yes, it's true. Gervonta Davis is reportedly preparing to step away from boxing while still sitting at the top of the sport. Even with an undefeated record and fans constantly demanding huge fights against names like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Keyshawn Davis, Tank says his time in boxing is almost over.
You said going out on 3 fights. You know the last 2 fights you want to go out on?
The last fight?
The last fight you want to go out on. Like, who? Do you have anybody in mind?
No, I'm saying no. I don't have no name right now. But I got somebody I want to call out after this fight.
You said you got somebody you want to call out after this fight?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
You get the hint.
Keep it quiet.
It's Lomachenko.
Who?
Somebody asked Lomachenko.
No.
All right.
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready. What you think about that?
Who?
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
I need 3 now.
Yeah.
The announcement left everyone in shock. People inside the venue could hardly believe it, while social media instantly exploded with reactions. Fans everywhere started asking the same question. Was Gervonta Davis genuinely ready to retire, or was this simply a move designed to grab attention?
Why are you retiring?
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like you say, you got to walk today.
As soon as Floyd Mayweather Jr. found out about Tank's retirement comments, he immediately responded. During an interview that spread rapidly online, Floyd questioned the timing of the decision and suggested that Gervonta Davis was stepping away while still avoiding the toughest matchups available. He specifically mentioned fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Keyshawn Davis. Mayweather didn't soften his words at all. He argued that Tank's possible exit from boxing sent the wrong message to the sport and claimed the undefeated star was more focused on keeping his perfect record intact than taking the kind of high-risk fights that define a lasting legacy.
I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big...
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest, Tank has had an issue with fight hype with me. I like, bro.
Pull him in. Pull him in. Hold on.
I don't know.
How do I do it?
He gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
I gotta pull him in. I don't know if he's still on here. Hold on, I gotta.
For Floyd Mayweather Jr., the situation probably hits on a personal level too. After all, he played a major role in helping Gervonta Davis rise into one of boxing's biggest stars. That's why seeing Tank talk about walking away while still at the height of his career likely brings out a mix of emotions.
Young kid came up to me when he was a kid. Wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter."
Following the harsh criticism from Floyd Mayweather Jr., it was obvious Gervonta Davis wasn't going to let the comments slide. During his next appearance in front of the media, Tank finally responded and made his feelings clear that he said Floyd was free to say whatever he wanted, but claimed the real issue was that he was no longer willing to follow Mayweather's direction. Tank also made it clear that he no longer sees himself as someone being controlled behind the scenes and insisted he's now making decisions on his own terms.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Gervonta Davis kept the criticism going and took things even further. He suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had become resentful over his success and claimed Floyd's desire to stay in control of the conversation was one of the main reasons their relationship eventually fell apart. Gervonta Davis also made it clear that he believes Floyd Mayweather Jr. should stop focusing on his career and move on from trying to stay connected to his success. Tank suggested that Floyd's era at the top has already passed and said he should concentrate on his exhibition bouts instead of interfering with his personal choices and future plans.
Oh, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
Gervonta Davis had already made headlines with his earlier remarks, but things escalated even more once he jumped on Instagram Live later that evening. During the stream, Tank openly questioned Floyd Mayweather Jr. for working alongside fighters he considers potential threats, including Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. Tank suggested that Floyd was spending his time helping opponents who could eventually challenge him in the ring. He also mocked the situation, saying it was ironic that someone known for building the money brand appeared more focused on going against him than supporting his success. To really understand how things reached this point, you have to go back several years. The tension between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis didn't happen overnight. Problems had been growing behind the scenes for a long time, with their relationship slowly falling apart step by step.
Me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean, that's
I'm
fair.
not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
In the early stages of his career, Floyd Mayweather Jr. wasn't just a promoter for Gervonta Davis. He played the role of mentor, supporter, and key figure in shaping Tank's rise into a major boxing name. However, that working relationship eventually broke down. By 2023, the partnership between the two officially ended when Davis parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, marking a clear turning point in their connection and setting the stage for the tension that followed.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priorities. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
From that point on, the relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis shifted into what felt like a Cold War. What used to be a strong mentor-protege bond slowly turned into distance and friction over time. The tension showed up in small but noticeable ways. Slight digs during interviews, indirect criticism on social media, and an underlying awkwardness whenever both names were brought up in the same conversation. Now, the response from Floyd Mayweather Jr. has pushed this rivalry back into the spotlight in a big way. What makes it even more intense is how Gervonta Davis's retirement talk is no longer just a shock for fans. It also raises serious uncertainty around his upcoming clash with Lamont Roach Jr. That fight, originally seen as a standard title defense, suddenly carries much heavier meaning. If Tank truly sticks to his plan, it could end up being the final bout of his career, turning it into a potential farewell moment rather than just another night in the ring. The pressure around it has never been higher.
Apple sells innovation, not phones. Rolex sells status, not watches. Lego sells creativity, not toys. Nike sell motivation, not shoes. Coca-Cola sells happiness, not drinks. And Tesla sells the future, not cars. Success is about selling emotions, not products.
If Gervonta Davis comes out on top against Lamont Roach Jr., he would leave the sport undefeated, still in possession of his titles, and with his reputation strengthened as one of boxing's standout figures of this era. But if Roach manages to shock the world with an upset, the narrative around Tank's decision could shift completely. Instead of a clean farewell, critics would likely frame it as an unfinished story, suggesting he left the sport before settling any doubts or rematches.
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Yeah, Now watch this. Now watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when
you know
you said
how
that?
you know how when they told you say how like I posed for Lomachenko, right? Mm-hmm. And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Is that all it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah,
Niggas
what I'm
always
saying,
get
you just said you feel like you going
and
out.
they go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going out.
At the recent press event, things between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. got intense right from the opening face-off. The atmosphere in the room shifted immediately, with both fighters standing close and refusing to back down, making the tension almost impossible to ignore.
So I pulled the side of the smoking on the last street. Cause I like body up. Most kind of millions ain't no concrete in the violence. Can I choke feelings unless I ain't no I ain't left. I ain't seen. I seen you guys, they was trying to think. Going on this side.
Lamont Roach Jr., who is typically calm and composed in front of the media, showed a very different edge at this press conference. He brought noticeably more intensity than usual, responding with sharp verbal shots that made it clear he was not there to simply play the background role.
Beat his ass for y'all talking.
Shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
All
quiet,
that
if
ski
y'all was,
mask
if
and
y'all
all
was
that.
loud.
We got
what
the
y'all
whole
was
hood
fucking
over there.
talking about.
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
But
gonna
y'all
get f***ed
under
up
y'all
over here.
face up.
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Gervonta Davis immediately answered back, refusing to let the momentum stay with Lamont Roach Jr. The exchange quickly escalated, with Tank turning the verbal battle more personal and turning up the intensity in the room, as both fighters refused to back down.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't say, bro.
That's cap. What I about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta
how
be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
somebody lying.
Good.
Hey,
yeah, somebody lying.
Hey.
Somebody lying.
Hey, I'm
okay, Tank.
In the end, the bout between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. goes far beyond championship gold. It's really about the story that will follow Davis long after the final bell. A convincing win would quiet much of the criticism, reinforce his dominance, and allow him to leave the sport with his reputation firmly intact. But even a close defeat would shift the conversation completely, with people re-evaluating his legacy and questioning how his final chapter in boxing truly played out.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Lamont Roach Jr. is not entering this fight just to make up the numbers or collect a payday. He brings a well-rounded, technical skill set that makes him a serious threat inside the ring. Roach is known for his clean counterpunching, precise timing, and ability to punish even small openings when his opponent slips up. His hand speed and ring awareness have helped him stand out as a legitimate contender in the division, and he doesn't hesitate to take calculated risks when the moment calls for it.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
If Gervonta Davis walks into this fight overlooking Lamont Roach Jr., it could open the door to a major shock in the sport. Roach has the style and discipline to make things difficult, and in boxing, a single lapse in focus can completely change the outcome. If Gervonta Davis truly has just a single year remaining in the sport, then a matchup with Shakur Stevenson naturally becomes one of the biggest possible fights to make before he exits boxing stylistically and competitively. Stevenson represents exactly the kind of high-level challenge fans would expect Davis to pursue if he's serious about closing his career against elite opposition.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying his
afraid?
name for.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit win in boxing.
Fans have been calling for this matchup for a long time, and it's easy to see why. Shakur Stevenson has built his reputation on elite defensive skill, ring IQ, and the ability to neutralize top-level opponents and make them look ordinary in the process. On the other side, Gervonta Davis brings explosive punching power and aggressive finishing ability, which many see as the exact kind of pressure test that could challenge Stevenson's defensive style at the highest level.
Shakur might have better defense, but at the end of the day, I still think we haven't seen the best Tank Davis. That's what people always power. We still haven't seen the best Tank Davis. And Shakur, for the most part, he comes forward. Tank Davis, all he takes is one shot. He's a very patient fighter. He doesn't throw a lot of shots, but every shot he throws, he makes them.
On top of that, there's also ongoing tension surrounding Shakur Stevenson, which only adds more heat to the situation.
Say, man, look, man, your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
Another potential matchup often mentioned is with Keyshawn Davis, who has confidently branded himself as one of the sport's rising forces and a future star in boxing. He shouldn't be dismissed as just another opponent climbing the ranks. Davis brings ambition, confidence, and a growing skill set that has made people take notice of him as a serious name in the division moving forward.
You are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn.
Okay, we gonna talk about levels. Okay, just know it's levels.
After his recent second-round knockout victory over Gustavo Lemos, Keyshawn Davis has seen his confidence rise significantly. That performance reinforced the idea that he's not just progressing, but doing so with real authority inside the ring. That has also demonstrated that he can compete effectively even when giving up physical advantages, showing composure and control against naturally bigger opponents.
That Keyshawn Davis is ready to step into the ring with one of those guys and fight for a world title?
Truth be told, Brian, I literally just got off the phone. I just hung up the phone with Shakur saying I gotta do an interview with you, and I'm like, cool, what you think? Like, because I'm a person that really...
There's also a long-running rivalry narrative involving Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. From the outside looking in, it's a matchup fans have talked about for years, with Stevenson often linked to a potential showdown against Davis and seen as someone who has been mentally preparing for that kind of high-profile clash for a long time.
Davis Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds, he's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there you go right here.
Keyshawn Davis brings a mix of speed, fluid movement, and legitimate punching power, which makes him a risky matchup for anyone in the division. Against a fighter like Gervonta Davis, those attributes could create an interesting clash of styles, where timing, reflexes, and precision would play a major role in how the fight unfolds.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I'm really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real... I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract. But if you don't, I'm gonna be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted. Like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, little dwarf, oopa loopa.
That wraps up today's breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.